Hello. Okay. I don't know about y'all, but my card today, there it is, my feather, Hannah Crow feather. They just find me, these little feathers. It must be that time of year. But the energies are really intense. They're really heavy. They're really dense. I'm feeling it. You might be feeling it too. So I thought I'd come on here and share just some of what's going on. So my card for today is strife. It is Saturn in Leo. And so there's just like this pressure, this restriction, this desire to be able to create and do more. And yet there's this feeling of pressure. And these pressures are coming from Pluto in Aquarius is being activated by this Mars-Uranus in Taurus conjunction. And so, right, Taurus is home. It's ruled by Venus, beauty, love. You've got Mars, this sort of aggressive energy, this intense fire energy coming in. Also with Uranus, which is that rebellious planet. So I don't know about you, but there's a lot of tension I'm feeling due to all of the energies in the world right now. So I did a reading today with one of my decks that I haven't done in a while, the Tao Oracle. It's a really beautiful deck, and by the same person who did the illustrations for the Osho deck. So it's like I've very much got that nice energy. But I did what's called a 5-element spread. So I'm going to quickly share what came up because I think this information could possibly be helpful for some other people on this journey. Bing, that's my little Pomodoro. So the first card is in the energy it's in the position of wood. So this is in a 5-pointed star of the elements starting over here. So go wood, bing, bing, bing. It's a beep, 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 beep. All right, so the wood element is what is enhancing or hindering your capacity to visualize goals and the ability to create plans for achieving them. It depicts fears that can abort the process of giving birth by holding back from expanding and from reaching out to realize your dreams. In nature, this is represented as the season of spring, also symbolizes daybreak and the quality of new shoots pushing up toward the sun. So the card that I drew is this one, beautiful, Contemplation. What's really fun about this oracle, so I don't know if you know much about the I Ching or Tao in general, but it's these hexagrams. So these 2 trigrams, you see these series of lines right here. They each represent an energy. And so the I Ching is made up of 64, a combination of 64 of these trigrams. So, and then with this, what you do is you toss some coins and then make a new trigram and see what lines are changing. So I know it sounds a little complex, but it's really fun. So contemplation, spend time in nature, detached observation. This is great information medicine for any of us. So as we're feeling a little more stressed, a little more out of our bodies, maybe more in our heads, getting back into nature is so important. And nature is a really important place to contemplate, to detach from the energies of what's happening, turn off those devices. I know you're watching one right now because here I am. And then with my changing lines, I had a changing line 2, which is walk a mile in somebody else's shoes. So maybe think about how other people might be feeling before we express ourselves. And then line 6, step aside from one's own self-interest for clarity. So again, this is really just that message of how can we see things from a different perspective instead of jumping to a conclusion that might ultimately backfire or create more strife, which is the energy of today. So in the next position, which is fire, Huo. Yes, I speak Chinese. And so fire is, of course, illuminating dynamic qualities of fire, stands for personality and how you influence the world in which you live in. Focuses on the capacity to feel passionate, right? Everything that goes along with fire, just like the wands element. Inspired, ability to inspire others. Denotes the energy of devotion, giving yourself to something. The position of high noon, of summer, of creative. So for this card, for this section of fire, I drew difficulty in the beginning. Look at that, beautiful. There's like an egg hatching. This is number 3. Some of the keywords, growing pains, doubts and fears, awkwardness, becoming stronger, vulnerability. And so in this position, continue asking for help. So if you are feeling challenged, ask for help. People love to help. People love to get out of their own head and thought process by being able to jump into action and support somebody else. So each step of this journey that you're going through, if you're going through a big transformation like I am, I think a lot of us are right now, due to these late degrees of Capricorn. Of course, we have that Capricorn full moon coming up, which is going to just illuminate even more this sort of transformational energy that's going on. But be humble and accept help was line 1. Line 3 was listen to intuition, ask for help. There's a lot of asking for help with this card. Ask for help was line 4, and line 6, start over. So this idea of it's okay to start over. It's okay to be in a new space, but ask for help. So if someone out there wants to help you, let them. But what they don't know you need help until you ask for it. So in the third position, we have Earth. Tool. So this is the grounding. Grounding is the focus, right? Earth, we think of stability. We think of pentacles. That's the suit of Earth in the tarot. It represents the interrelatedness of things and your relationships with others. The symbol for Earth is yin, receptive, nurturing principle, and it highlights your openness to receive and assimilate what life is bringing you here and now. So also on the other end, it can point to what you're shutting down. So it signifies harmony or disharmony with life. And in this position is the abysmal. I love this like rushing, pounding water. It's so intense. Danger, insecurity, overwhelm, unpredictability. So that's what's in this Earth place, in this place of reception. Imagine receiving this deluge of water. Oh, be really intense. And so if this is how life is feeling to you right now, this whole life is just coming at you full force, like a hose turned on full blast, remain centered. Detached from feelings of fear or panic. This is so important. I'm feeling them myself. I'm feeling stressed. Can I pay this bill? Am I going to be able to get this done on time? Is this deliverable going to happen, right? There's a sense of stress and panic. There we go. Let's breathe. Let's just breathe and release. Those are feelings. Feelings are valid. They're valuable, and they don't have to be where we react from. We can put ourselves back into a centered space and act. And so the shifting lines here were shift from numb to alert. I thought that was really important. Slow, deliberate progress. So, and if things are shrouded in mist, like if you can't see clearly what things are, wait for the sun. So this is like, don't take immediate action if you aren't totally clear. And keep self-congratulation to a minimum, right? So just instead of tooting your horn and like, I did it, let's just stay focused on where we're at, and we can always celebrate when we're in a better place. But allowing ourselves to feel those feelings of fear and panic, and then ground them out with some breath. Position 4 is metal, tie. And metal addresses the qualities of the ability to focus on self-discipline, right? Like iron sharpens iron. And transcend limitation by harnessing energies from within, tempered by circumstance. What was nice here is we got this beautiful card. Small is beautiful. Look at that pretty butterfly. This is just, I love beauty. Beauty's so nourishing. Find the extraordinary in the ordinary. Keep it simple, use discretion, slow down, tend to the details, and pay attention. So in this place of self-discipline, slowing down. Don't push beyond capacity. Focus on the breath. So very similar to what we were getting for Earth and needing to ground, we need to slow down. So the message of all of these cards was very spot on in that it was reinforcing each other. And in these intense energies, being able to practice not doing, and everything will fall into place, right? Sometimes instead of letting the fear and panic create that, I have to do and be crazy, release, let go. It's all happening. It's all already happening. Us putting that energy out there is not going to cause it to happen any faster. It's only going to drive ourselves crazy. And then, let's see, stay true to yourself, maintain a positive outlook, and sit tight. So in this moment of where we need to go with self-discipline is to discipline our emotions and our mind, let those things ground out so that we can maintain that positive outlook as we're moving through these challenging energies. Finally, in the 5th position is water, shui. And water, of course, is emotions. Here it's relating to the subconscious. Water would be cups in tarot. But the subconscious, the subtleties that influence your emotional expression, the deep undercurrents that affect your ability to trust and feel supported by life. Or where are you feeling stuck? So it can also highlight buried attitudes that contribute to your acting out of fear rather than a space of personal empowerment. And the card that came up was conflict, right? We see these two stones butting heads, will to power, hostility, jealousy, stubbornness, aggression, fear, competitiveness, controversy. So in this subconscious current, and I actually drew 2 cards by accident, so I'll read the second one. Look within the root of conflict. Winners need losers, and nobody likes to be one of those. Actually, I had my husband had a very deep conversation with me recently about this. I was complaining about some conflict with a family member, and, you know, I'm a one life path. I'm a very dominant personality type. I'm very forthright in how I speak. I have this, like my ajna is connected to my throat, is connected to my heart. So I'm just very speak exactly how I feel and what I think. And that can get a person like me in trouble sometimes, especially because, that's not always the best approach when we're in a challenging situation. And basically what he said to me, I'll get to the point here. How can you help them win and you not lose? Because if I win, they lose. And when you're in a relationship where the other person is always losing, they're not really going to be happy in that relationship. And there's ways where I don't necessarily lose and I can let them win. And this doesn't mean, like cheating or whatever. It's where can I let go? Where can I have more grace? Where can I have more softness and ease to allow that to happen? And so winners need losers, and nobody wants to be a loser. And what happens is when we let other people win enough, they want to share the winning. They don't just want to be the winners. They want you to win too. And so over time, what happens is you end up both being winners. So end conflict before it begins. Keep power to myself, right? So stay in your own power instead of giving it up. Another way to think of this is power versus control. Unity consciousness leads to flexibility. So when we can absorb what it's like to be in a space of someone else, we can then be more flexible and seek win-win. And maybe you need a mediator or a guide who can help with this conflict. So ask for help and a guide will appear. In fact, I'm available to help if you need some help. I do tarot card readings, human design. But if you need some guidance, intuitive guidance, I'd be happy to help you with that. Just reach out. We can figure it out. Abundance was the bonus card. Isn't that lovely? Look how pretty this card is. It's so beautiful. It's 55. What a magical number. Plenty, profusion, generosity, fertility, ripeness, inner riches, culmination, reaping rewards. Be the sunshine, right? Get back into your breath. Let go of the fear and panic. Go to nature and be the sunshine. Be bountiful with your own joy. All peaks have valleys, so it's okay if we're going through a valley, and give of your goodness. So that is just a little bit of advice on how to go through some guidance on how to go through the energies right now. I hope you found it helpful. If so, please like, share, engage. You know how these algorithms work. They only work if you work it. So we'd love that if you want to follow or share. And check out hannahruhama.com. That's where we have all of the information. Me. I am my own universe. I am my own we, where we have all kinds of information on ways that you can receive additional support. If you're needing a card read, if you're needing some guidance, if you have a question, if you want a way to tune in, reach out. I'd be happy to help. Mwah!